Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson and I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. It's wonderful to have you here with me today. Pardon appearances and things being a little discombobulated. I am moving tomorrow, so this will be the last live stream in my current apartment. And I'm definitely a little worse for the wear, so thank you for forgiving that today. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and make any requests that you have for your personal healing or any kind of manifestations you're working on. Happy full moon. This is a big full moon, a blue moon, so we were definitely feeling it yesterday. We'll feel it today. We'll definitely feel it tomorrow. So just kind of know that that's going to be an influence for sure. If you want to learn more about me, if you want to learn about my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you want to shop my Reiki charged crystals, go ahead over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description and all the info is there. And it's wonderful to see you all. So if you, thank you, Jenny. I really appreciate that. If you happen to enjoy these kind of live streams, definitely subscribe. And if you find this helpful, definitely like it. So let's go ahead. We'll build that beautiful crystal grid first to all of your healing requests and intentions. And then at about the 1 hour mark, we will transition into the healing portion. So thanks so much for being here. It's an honor and a privilege. And as always, we've got the singing cats joining us too. So let's go ahead and start building that grid. Oh, awesome. So let's see. Let me just fix a little something. Yes, little Hattie. I know, it's a big day. Everything's moving. Everything's changing. It's a big, scary day. No, you're brave. Oh, you're the brave baby. Yeah, Hattie. Oh, you've got the little purse too. Yes, you do. Awesome. So there we go. Yes, little Hattie Boombaladdy. Yeah. Gertie was just up here giving me some love a few minutes ago. Oh, now you want to go be on your own? That's okay. That's okay. So there we go. So let's see what we have in terms of requests. Jenny, you felt especially called today. You've been having a lot of synchronicities. Gotcha. Yeah, this definitely brings it about. Got you. Gotcha. Okay, just reading through everyone's requests. JS, good to see you. Intentions, cold, sore throat, anything to support self-reflection and digging into inner child stuff. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and do cold and sore throat. The cats are so freaked out. They're like, let's go sniff things together. Everything moved around. Let's see. So we've got carnelian. Sore throat, we'll bring in some blue lace agate. Self-reflection and digging into inner child stuff. There's a lot of ones I could bring in for shadow work, but there's definitely some good ones for you. So first I'm going to start off with carnelian. This is a wonderful stone for colds and allergies. It's also superb for anything impacting the sacral chakra, which is our center of relationships, how we relate to the world around us, the relationships in our lives, and certainly romantic relationships too. If you're looking to attract love, if you're looking for healing around themes of sexuality or fertility or anything like that, this is a wonderful stone. Also helps with just in general, like getting along with people. So there we go. Yeah, anything involving the sacral chakra, which is beneath the navel. Also creativity. This is a powerful stone of creativity. Awesome. For sore throat, blue lace agate is superb. It's also great for sort of expressing really difficult emotions, things that are hard to say. Also kind of softens the words that we have to say if it's something that's going to be difficult for someone to hear. It's great for arthritis, fractures, and also tension headache. So that is blue lace agate. And for inner child stuff as well as being ill, this is moss agate. This helps both. So any kind of infection or illness, this is wonderful. It's actually revered in Chinese medicine for that and many other things. Also helpful for connection with nature and connection to spirit, feeling connected to something larger, the interconnectedness and oneness of all things, as well as inner child work and higher self work. This is great for dealing with fears of the unknown as well. So it can be calming in times of not knowing what comes next. So that's moss agate. And another stone for doing inner reflection is indigo gabbro, which also goes by the name mystic merlinite. This helps in addition to like kind of doing that shadow work, this really helps you see any tendencies that you have, any behaviors that you have that kind of trip you up and get in your own way. This helps bring them to light so that you can start to work through them and heal them. It's also wonderful for intuition, dreams, and meditation, as well as integrating spiritual things into your mundane life, which can really help with things like shadow healing and inner child work, for example. It's also great for period pain, menopause issues, and just wonderful for finding those things that we do where we kind of trip ourselves up. So indigo gabbro, again, goes by the name mystic merlinite. So there we go. So good to see you, JS. Violet integration, good to see you. Intention of financial abundance and ease, absolutely. You're about to have a fever dream on your way through this Reiki session, absolutely go for it. Go for it. I hope it helps. Let's see. Financial abundance and ease. So let's bring in citrine. This is wonderful for calling in financial abundance and any kind of manifestation. It helps to balance logic with intuition, and it's great for nausea, things like morning sickness even. Helps with also with addictions and compulsions, as well as using the resources that we do have as wisely as possible. So it can help you with bringing in resource abundance and creating more abundance with what you have. So we'll bring that in and ease. I'm going to bring in two stones for that. The first is snowflake obsidian. This helps with recognizing and reorganizing patterns and with releasing any senses of any topics around guilt that we've internalized, as well as calming overstimulation, and really here it's mind, body, and spirit balance. It can help to bring us back into balance. It also helps with serenity, peace, reigniting hopefulness after any time of loss. It helps with clairaudience and in general to sort of balance and going with the flow a little bit. So this helps to calm worry, and it is helpful for protection as well as transmuting, like fundamentally changing energy for the positive. It helps with releasing energy blocks and also with protection around items and things, like to keep things from getting stolen. And so that is smoky quartz, which can come in this like almost clear or all the way into like the dark, almost black kind of colors. So that is smoky quartz. There we go. There we go. So I hope you're doing well. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. You're welcome, JS. Gotcha. Oh, thank you. Stones for moving, chaos, and stress for Danielle and kitties. And I will get to everyone's requests. I'm just going to bounce around a little bit. Moving and stress and chaos. Let's bring in some fluorite, and thank you for that. Fluorite is my favorite for like chaotic, like trying to ground the energy. It also has an indication for bringing comfort to new moms and newborns, which I know your sister-in-law is soon to be a mama of twins. It helps with finding order within the chaos and finding relaxation even when everything is just shifting wildly all around you. But it can clear a lot of personal order within chaos. So that's fluorite. It's a deeply relaxing stone. Very comforting. And there we go. And I will definitely get to everyone's requests. I love it. Okay, let's get to some of Chris's stones. And I heard a sing. Oh, is it a Gertie? Oh, hi. Yeah, do you want to say hi? Yeah. You can stay here if you want. It's up to you. Yeah, I know. Everything's moved around. Even your food bowl. I'm sorry. Okay, let's do some garnet, green aventurine, moonstone. Garnet, aventurine, moonstone. And we've had 2 requests at least for malachite so far. So let's start with that one. This can definitely help with moving really difficult feelings through the heart center. It's great for things like processing really painful emotions, which can ultimately leave you free to leave the pain of the past behind. It's helpful also for arthritis, inflammation, emotional kinds of work, anxiety and depression. It can be really supportive through, as well as fears and phobias. So that is malachite. I also love it for insomnia. There we go. Rhodochrosite. This can also help with mother-baby bonding, as well as with healing wounds around maternal connection. This is great for the heart and circulatory system, as well as telepathy, especially if you're connecting with your ancestors or like deceased animal companions. Also helpful for asthma and stress headache. So that is rhodochrosite. Yeah? You singing? You singing? What's up, Hattie? Green aventurine helps with expanding our vision of ourselves. It allows us to see that we're capable of more than we think that we are. It's wonderful for heart rhythms, allergies, eye problems, and fertility. And for any time that you think, oh, I just can't learn that. That's beyond my ability, beyond my capacity. This is a stone that says, well, maybe it's not. Let's see what we can do here. Maybe you are capable of more than you think. So that's green aventurine. Garnet helps with organization, courage, being practical, being really good with your time, getting more done with your time so that you can have more life in your day. Also helps with finding balance in any kind of chaos or times of big change. So this will also help with the chaotic energy, moving, things like that. And I know I'm far from the only one in the community here that's moving. Definitely keeping Jen and Allison in our thoughts. Hoping everything goes well for them. It's also great for creativity. Moonstone helps with any kind of lunar connection, lunar magic. It is a full moon right now, a blue moon no less. So this can help with anyone that's doing any kind of intentions around full moon. Wonderful for trusting divine timing, for protection around women, connection to even really old and ancient spiritual practices, as well as wisdom, knowledge, intuition, and releasing patterns, as well as finding love and attracting a good romantic partner. I often think of Moonstone. Oops, sorry about that. Not only that, was it ringing because I have, for all the moving, I have to have my ringer on for everything. It's definitely the business equivalent of being about my car's extended warranty. Sorry about that. So let's go ahead and see what's next. And Moonstone, we've got Malachite. Let's do Rutilated. This is rutils going through clear quartz. This is thought to focus energy. It helps to focus the mind and thoughts. It also helps to energize the physical body, especially if you've been really run down, if you're just bouncing back after illness, or you've been laid out with like an injury or something. It's also thought to focus healing energy and healing intentions. This is one that's been for quite some time. I thought it was a good gift for someone who's going through cancer treatments, like the intention being, I hope that all the treatments you're getting go to where they are absolutely most needed in your body. So that is rutilated quartz. Okay. And I'm going to keep going back to your requests too. Hello, Taryn. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to get to everybody's requests. I'm just going to go ahead and bounce around a little bit. Let's see. So sister-in-law, babies, physical comfort and health. Brother's mental state needs some support. And for you, awareness of when you're having discomfort. Cool. So let's start with some Unakite. This is the go-to stone around really anything around women's health, but particularly around prenatal, postpartum, pregnancy, delivery, all of that kind of stuff. Also very helpful for addictions, particularly quitting smoking. It helps metabolism, and it's thought to help circulation and of moving of fluids in the body. But yeah, wonderful for labor, delivery, healthy pregnancy. So that's Unakite. Let's put that here, actually. There we go. And pink tourmaline also helps with mom and baby bonding and is great for physical health, particularly for women's health. Any kind of gynecologic issue, regardless of what it is, this can really support it. Also helpful for nerve pain, as well as migraines and headaches, muscle weakness, and letting go of a negative self-image so you can allow a different one to kind of take root. But that can be really helpful. And brother's mental state. Gotcha. cats are force cleaning each other. So this is lepidolite. This is actually lithium mica. So this has been used as a prescription medication, like physically used as a prescription medication since at least the 1940s in the US. And it goes back as far as like the ancient Greeks using it. That's not to say that I suggest that you like go out, crush some up and put it in your water. It has wildly different effects on different people. It's definitely something to be mindful of. But when we work with it energetically, we can kind of get the same impact on a certain level. This helps with soothing and understanding and calming the emotions, also with understanding what the underlying factors might be, if there are any. It also helps with discernment. So that is the lithium mica. And this specimen also has amazonite in it. Amazonite helps with connection to self-care, self-respect, as well as the spine and spinal nerves. So we will bring in lepidolite. This can be supportive of all kinds of mental health stuff, as can feel to bring in black onyx. This can help with grounding things like fear. Oh my God, they're too cute. This helps with things like grounding fear, anxiety, grief, and it brings a lot of ancestral connection. So if you're working with your ancestors, this is a lovely stone. It's absolutely potent for grief. The Victorians loved it for a reason, and not just because it was black, but definitely part of it. It helps to protect against anyone who would play mind games, and it also helps to relieve self-doubt and bring in a good amount of healthy self-esteem. So that is black onyx. And for awareness of when you're avoiding discomfort, so connection to one's body. Feel like blue apatite is the one that wants to come out. So this is one that definitely helps with our relationship with food, whether it's weight loss, weight gain, or just our relationship, how we approach food, what role it plays in our lives, and what kinds of shifts would be healthiest for you. It's a very personal picture there. But this also helps with things like our relationship to our body and our physical body, and being more aware of the cues there. It also helps to foster peace and harmony, which making peace with our bodies can help us to connect to when it's uncomfortable and to be aware of those cues. It also helps with courage on your soul path and even illumination about your soul path, as well as strengthening your auric field, your energy field, so that you're less inclined to take on the energy of others. So that is blue apatite. So yeah, when it comes to like reconnecting with our physical body, this is one I work with a lot. So I hope that that helps, and all the best to you. Maritzabel, absolutely. And it's really good to see you. Lots of love to you. You've been in my thoughts a lot. So let's do, definitely we have some good protective stones. We have onyx. We have smoky quartz. Red tiger eye helps with calling in financial abundance in a hurry. It also helps with protection on the mundane level, people that are harassing, gaslighting, any kind of, whether it's mind games, picking on, like smear campaigns, like really low level stuff, but also on the spiritual realm, like psychic attack and malevolent spiritual work. Very, very protective stone. And like I said, black onyx is protective and helps with protection against things like mind games, people who would play mind games. Mm-hmm. I'll see what other ones I can think of too. They will come through for sure. For the lost bunny, I'm so sorry. That's the worst when you lose your fur baby. Especially when it's a fragile fur baby like a bunny. Let's bring in some leopard skin jasper. This helps with our healing our animal companions and connecting with them as well. So hopefully this will kind of enhance that connection. It also helps with connection to our animal guides, as well as attracting love and anything impacting the skin. So we'll bring that in. And I'm also going to bring in the chalcopyrite peacock ore. This is wonderful for many things, myriad things, and I really need to spend more time with it once the move is over and I have a little bit more time. This is a really potent stone that can assist with definitely executive function, thinking, and even finding things that are lost. And so we'll bring this in with that intention too. So lots of love to you and your daughter. Goddess of Four had some good requests for manifest more money, joint pain, weight loss, and more fun. Gotcha. So fun, money, joint pain, weight loss. The blue apatite helps weight loss, and iolate does as well. Iolate is really helpful for making the most of the money you have, as well as aiding with fever. So this may help JS. It helps with psychic sleep disturbances and any time that really high vibrational energy is kind of keeping you awake, kind of keeping you separated enough from your physical body where you find it difficult to sleep. Also helps with clairvoyance, shamanic work, visionary meditation. So that's iolate, but very good for weight loss if that's your intention too. As well as we'll bring in pyrite, another stone that helps to manifest financial abundance. It's fool's gold. It attracts the real stuff. It's also great for fever, as well as the lungs and the brain, specifically in regards to memory. It's very protective, so definitely helpful for Maritzabel, and this also helps to open us up intuitively. So if you're struggling with that, yes, I want to be intuitive and I want to have boundaries around it, this can be a really helpful stone. So that's pyrite, also known as fool's gold. Howlite is exceptional for joint pain, joint healing, joint dislocations, as well as anything having to do with the bones, bone integrity, density, and healing, things like fractures. It helps with stability in times of change, as well as anything having to do with the teeth, the hair, nails, everything like that. Also helps with anger, resentment, and frustration, so that we can put away the volatility of those emotions and really think about, okay, why do I feel like I need to change this? Is there another way to do it? So that is howlite. And for fun, let's bring in some fuchsite. So there we go. This helps with joy and fun and just allowing yourself to enjoy things thoroughly and totally. It helps with carpal tunnel syndrome and it encourages play. It also helps with spinal alignment and sleep issues. So that is fuchsite. So I hope you're doing well. I'm glad to see you here, Goddess of Four. Hey, Kanta. Letting go of past relationship trauma. You got it. So I have two really potent stones for that. The first is rhodonite. This helps with healing a broken heart so you can open your heart to love again, but it's also helpful for battling anybody who has struggled with or survived emotional abuse, with kind of putting your life back together in the more extreme circumstances, and also helps with healing insecurities. Wonderful for grief and kind of moving through an end of a relationship, as well as supporting the lungs. It's great for autoimmune, asthma, and allergies, all three of which definitely impact me. It's also wonderful for balancing yin and yang in the body. So that is rhodonite. And next I'm going to bring in Blue Mist Lemurian Quartz. Blue Mist Lemurian Quartz helps with healing the past, up to and including childhood and even past lives. And a lot of times these themes that are coming up really intensely in adulthood, they have their roots not only in early childhood, but in past lives as well. And you don't have to remember your past lives in order to work with this stone. It helps also with just releasing that old pain, and for learning about ourselves through that self-healing journey, which can be some really, really beautiful knowledge to gain that can really help us to mature and be able to heal the next thing even more easily. It's also great for just in general feeling connected to spirit while you heal. So that is Blue Mist Lemurian Quartz. So let's go ahead and do some here. And the trolley outside seems stopped, so heads up, you might hear some horns honking in a moment. There we go. And lung health and oxygen. Definitely good for lung health, oxygen, rhodonite, rhodochrosite, as well as pyrite. I'm also going to bring in emerald. Wonderful for every aspect of breathing, the entire upper respiratory system. Also helpful for healing skin and tissue in the body, reigniting our passions in life, and helping to restore confidence about our appearance, specifically around things that might involve like having been teased and things. This is emerald. So there we go, that's emerald. Green kyanite is also really helpful for the lungs and every aspect of breathing too, asthma, the chest, and even the throat. It also helps to balance the spiritual and the mundane sides of life. It helps also with wisdom through intuition and connection with nature, particularly the plants and spirits of nature. So this is green kyanite. So we'll bring that into Yeah, YouTube notifications are not great. A friend of mine had discovered that the more you like the streams and videos on a channel, the more likely you are to get notifications. I don't know if that's entirely true, and I don't think it's going to solve the problem, but just putting it out there that that's been something presented to me. But yeah, they do suck. There's a lot of notifications I wish I got, and I never do. But yeah, totally okay to be late to the live stream unless you're me. Jennifer, oh, good to see you, Lisa. Intentions. Manifesting and expressing love, money influx because moving is expensive. Oh boy, howdy is it. My goodness. Blocking astral spies, unwanted scrying and divination, and listening to spirit. You have to click notifications on for every single video. Yeah, it's ridiculous. For all the notifications I get from other things about things I don't want, the amount of notifications I do want and don't get, it's so infuriating. Definitely for unwanted astral spies and unwanted scrying and divination, my favorite is red tiger eye for that. Let's see, what else? We definitely need a lot of protection stones today. We have also smoky quartz, black onyx, and what else? And pyrite is fairly protective too. Yeah, the moves, you're doing a 3-stage move, they're the worst. Yeah, I was doing my last prep today and I have so much to do, but I had to stop. I hit a little bit of what's the best way, a little bit of heat exhaustion, and I just had to sit. Yeah. Let's also do, for protection, do some shungite, some black tourmaline. This helps to keep negative energy at bay. Wonderful for empaths, anybody who tends to pick up the energy around them. This can really help to put up a barrier and kind of block that from happening. I've gone so far as to sew it into curtains, and it works. So black tourmaline. We'll also bring in some shungite. This one can really help clear the energy field. And it's also wonderful for anyone that has issues around electromagnetic fields. If you're around a lot of electric equipment and it makes you feel really drained, kind of underwater, almost paranoid in a sense, try working with shungite. Also helps with releasing stress, emotional pain, and energy blocks overall, and with physical healing, regardless of the nature of the issue. So that's shungite. Red jasper helps with psychic and spiritual protection, as well as grounding and the root chakra. Helps with empowerment, fighting injustice, and bullying, and as can red tiger, I help with that. And definitely back to school time means a lot of that stuff gets kicked up for lots of people. Helpful too for emotional support, especially during long illnesses, as well as fertility, depression, things like that. So this is red tiger eye. Really everything that has to do with the root chakra as well is really well supported by red jasper. Let's start a new row. Ooh, healing for your sister with COVID. Oh, I'm so sorry. But let's see. Healing for your sister with COVID. My two favorite COVID stones are green kyanite, which helps the lungs, upper respiratory system, all of it, and moss agate, which is very potent for any kind of illness. So they're both in the grid there, but we'll add the intention for her for sure. And I'll think about some other really good stones if there's any other really good ones. Those are my two favorite for COVID, though. Let's see. Yeah, I hope she has a speedy recovery, too. Let's see. Tiger Eye is also fairly helpful when it comes to protection, particularly if there's a root of envy or jealousy involved, and oftentimes that kind of stuff is rooted in either one or the other. It helps to protect against those sorts of feelings, as well as helps study and research. It brings a lot of strength and balance and courage as well. It's wonderful for big picture idea like entrepreneurial thinking and seeing things from lots of different vantage points and integrating a lot of information into one clear, concise picture. In that regard, it's helpful for study and research as well. So that's Tiger Eye. Here we go. Tiger Eye. And let's also do, so Lisa C, lots of healing for your mom's vertigo, sister's sight, and everyone's arthritis. So vertigo, balance and things around that definitely represented well in leopard skin jasper as well as lapis. This can very much help things like vertigo. Also with truth and honesty, integrity, follow through, owning up to your commitments, personal responsibility, and it can also discourage disorganization. So we'll bring that in. It's also great for pain and inflammation as well. And for your sister's sight, we have aventurine, which is great for the eyes, as is sapphire. Wonderful for the eyes and the ears, as well as mediumship, channeling, connection to spirit, your angels, and your spirit guides. This helps with channeling and mediumship too. Also wonderful for themes around speedy justice, as well as envisioning like a good outcome when things are just really up in the air and challenging. It also is thought to help the thyroid and aid with things like dementia, both the individual struggling with it as well as those who care about them and for them. So that is blue sapphire. There we go. There we go. And arthritis is covered by malachite as well as blue lace agate and howlite to some extent too. So those are in there. So hope that that works for you. Luck and finances, getting things done, extra support for joints and back and knees, and balanced energy lifestyle. Gotcha. And I'm looking at what Kanta has requested too. There's some commonality for both. Balanced energy lifestyle, back and knees. Howlite helps with the joints. For the back, for spinal alignment particularly, which it looks like Kanta is asking for with improved posture and to stretch out to your full height. The spinal alignment is fuchsite for sure, and that's at the bottom of the grid. Let's do some amazonite because this helps with the spine and spinal nerves. It also helps with luck. It's very calming and it helps to encourage self-respect and self-care, particularly for folks who don't often think about themselves. They tend to think about the needs of others first. So that is amazonite. And what Also for motion, the limbs and extremities, especially the lower limbs, and just more activity, energy in your lifestyle too, is polychrome jasper. This helps to reignite our connection with our soul's purpose and the Earth Star chakra, like walking the walk of what to do to be in best connection and bring forward our soul's purpose to the best of our abilities. Helps with joint health for sure, self-confidence, as well as movement, dance, things like that. So we'll bring this in. It's also very motivating and helps to break up indifference, lethargy. So that is polychrome jasper. There we go. So that will help for both of you. Gotcha. I think that's really going to help with Kanta as well, especially the spinal alignment in Fuchs site. Missy, welcome in. And you're welcome, Lila. Healing for your brother having health issues and is in the hospital. We have moss agate is good for any kind of infection, virus, anything like that. Also for illness and more for the injury side of things, we have shungite and emerald. And for anything that's impacting upper respiratory, we have green kyanite, emerald, and rhodonite. So let me know if there's something more specific that you want some attention to, but those cover a lot. But let me know if there's something else you want me to specifically cover for him, and I hope he gets better. Okay. And traffic is crazy out there. Yeah, full moon wildness. Crazy Lace, Zoisite, Dragon's Blood, Kunzite, Sunstone, Septarian, Prenite, Numite. Amazon, Aquamarine, and Blue Apatite. Everything but Aquamarine. You're welcome, Kanta, and you're welcome, Lisa. So let's do Crazy Lace, Zoisite, Dragon's Blood. Liver and colon. Okay. Liver, definitely malachite. That really supports liver, pancreas, and spleen. For colon, let's bring in some Dalmatian jasper. So this has black tourmaline actually running through it. Black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy. So this is a great stone when it comes to clearing our energy fields, but it's also great for digestive health, stem to stern, all of it, from Crohn's to IBS to things like healing the colon. It's also wonderful for helping to hold a space of cooperation and with breaking down cynicism and sort of jaded feelings and jaded nature. So let's go ahead and put those in. So I hope that helps. Yeah, let's actually put... go. Hope that helps. So Zoisite is wonderful for releasing negativity, apathy, sluggishness, and encourages you to face your problems, challenges, setbacks as quickly as possible. And basically it's a big remover of obstacles. Also helps with seasonal affective disorder and things like anything impacting the bowels and gas. So this will also help Missy's brother. So this is Zoisite. Crazy lace agate helps with balance in general, as well as phobias, particularly phobias around spiders. It helps with confidence, protection, also supports the ears, the eyes, and speech. Helps with the heart and solar plexus, as well as grief, like not getting bogged down with grief in a sense. So that is crazy lace agate. There we go. Dragon's blood is even better with grief. This helps with grief and loss and helping us process it without getting stuck in a cycle of like self-pity that would be unhelpful. Grief is a natural thing. It's healthy. Getting stuck in self-pity is different. This also helps with having patience, especially for yourself, and with learning from your mistakes, as well as immune system and nervous system support, as well as support for the thyroid, and the courage to change. So that is bloodstone. Aquamarine helps with pettiness and childlike behavior, helps to discourage it. So we like to jokingly call it the anti-Karen stone. It's wonderful for forgiveness, as well as healing for the teeth and gums and good flow of fluids in the body, things like all body fluids and circulation. So let's bring in aquamarine. Let's bring in Pneumite helps with deep personal healing and self-reflection. As we're doing any kind of shadow work and we're digging through our deep stuff, we're being really honest with ourselves. This helps us to, as we do the hard work, to find glimpses of illuminations from spirit, wisdom, and guidance and clarity as we go through that. Very mystical stone, very protective, especially protective of the energy of spiritual items. So that is Pneumite. I'm going to put one here and one here. And Dumortierite, absolutely. Dumortierite helps with anger, tidiness, frustration, and in general, like standing up for yourself. Also great with patience if you're struggling with patience. It helps with the ligaments and tendons, and it helps with a Uranus-like energy, like very chaotic energy. So that is Dumortierite. This was a beautiful gift from Jennifer Vatsa and her shop, Belladonna Botanicals, which you can find by Googling Belladonna Botanicals. And I know that there were some more requests from Chris. Let's do Herkimer, Ruby. Yeah, just Herkimer and Ruby, it looks like. Ruby helps with the courage to be ourselves, as well as leadership and management. Any kind of, like, if you want to have management skills or like grow your leadership abilities, this can really help. Can also help with things like fibromyalgia, as well as love and fertility. And it's just beautiful. Ruby is just such a gorgeous stone. So let's bring this in. Woo. And Herkimer. This can be helpful with manifesting, as well as connection to spirit, balance, intuition, being in the present moment, and also is very helpful with metabolism. So we'll bring in Herkimer Diamond, which is actually a form of clear quartz that's found in upstate New York. They naturally form these double-pointed or double-terminated specimens. There we go. And did I miss anyone? Oh yeah, there were a couple I missed. Sunstone, Septarian, Prenite. Okay, so this is Septarian, which also goes by Dragon's Egg. It helps with muscle pain and spasms, as well as skin wounds and lesions. It's great for emotional growth and shadow healing. It helps us to get to the root beliefs and causes for us to kind of have emotional issues to begin with. It gets to the root, it illuminates those things, and helps us to get really vulnerable when needed. So it's great for emotional maturity and emotional growth. Also helps with anything that impacts the solar plexus, which is our center of self-identity, free will, prioritizing our wants, needs, and desires in life. And great for things like identity crisis, and also for the skin, like healing wounds, like wounds that won't heal, are very resistant to healing. So that's Septarian. Prenite is helpful for all kinds of spiritual learning and teaching. It helps to facilitate that exchange of wisdom and knowledge. It's a really beautiful teacher of all of those things in and of itself, and it helps also to support good boundaries. Things like if you have trouble saying no to unfair demands, Prenite can be really helpful. It also aids in meditation, particularly in keeping your mind from wandering, and it supports lucid dreaming, prophecy, divination, any kind of intuitive efforts that you might have. So that is Prenite. And we will bring it in. Let's see, right here and here. Yeah. Oop. Sunstone helps with expansion of our own potential and being able to see a much larger vision of what we're capable of and setting our goals much higher than we've dreamed of. It helps with being recognized, having luck, and even like aspects of fame, being just noticed for who you are, which can help you to land jobs in a job interview setting or get promotions. It's also wonderful for career expansion, moving up in your career and bringing lots of opportunities to do that. Helps also with support around phobias, as also does Crazy Lace Agate and Malachite for sure, and helps also with what did I want to bring in? Exploitation around money manipulation. This can be very protective against that. So this is Orange Sunstone. So we'll bring that in too. Let's push these in. There we go. And Kunzite, very high vibrational healer. This is a stone that can allow you to connect with spirit in a really unity-minded way. This helps to connect us with the interconnectedness, the oneness of all things. This is very connected with the Kuan Yin, and she is the bodhisattva who hears the suffering of the world. This is very deeply healing, helps us to greatly expand what our heart chakra can hold space for and to experience unconditional love. So that is Pink Kunzite. Let's put this here. There we go. There we go. So I think we're good there. Awesome. So I think we're at that point where we can go ahead and start getting ready to get into the healing. So to help me lift the energy of this space that we're sharing and lift the energy of where all you might happen to be, help me out by going into the chat. First, click that like button if you haven't already and share anything that you're grateful for, anything at all. If you don't want to share it out in such a public format, or if you're watching this as a recording, just close your eyes, take a breath, and think about the things you're grateful for. As you do that, you'll notice that energy begin to shift. While you do that, I'm going to go ahead and explain what Reiki is, a little of how this works, and how to make the most of your session for anyone who's new. And then we're going to go ahead and get into the healing. So thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a privilege. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. If you want to learn more about me, check out my website to learn more about my live online Reiki certification classes. If you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, go ahead over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. and it's linked in the description. All the information will be there. So thanks so much. For those of you who are new especially, you might be wondering, well, what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term for energy healing. But specifically, I work with a method known as Usui Reiki. This style was created in the early 1920s in Japan by Mikao Usui. And at this particular point in Japan, it was very fraught and very difficult, and you couldn't teach anything that even remotely looked like a religion unless that was Shintoism. And very difficult times. So Usui helped to make this particular method very spiritual, but also completely secular. So it was something that could be shared with people in that particularly fraught time. And of course, it really resonates with us in the West because we are a very secular society. So the underlying understanding of just what energy is in Japanese culture, for that we can best look to Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, which is definitely still a big part of their cultural understandings, even to this day, where everyone and everything is interconnected, and the spiritual essence that animates us into more than just cells and makes us the spiritual beings we are, that is flowing through everyone and everything all the time, whether or not we're consciously aware of it. And that energy that flows through everyone and everything in abundance is known as Reiki, which translates fairly loosely to spiritually guided soul energy. It's thought that this energy helps support us physically, mentally, emotionally, and karmically. And all you need to do to receive a session is just be open and aware of it. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. You can just be. So I generally encourage you to find a place that's comfy, whether you're sitting up, laying down, anything in between, totally fine. You don't have to sit still. If you want to stretch, move, bend, journal, do a reading for yourself, whatever feels right to you in this moment is absolutely the right thing to do to enjoy this time. So definitely just go ahead, notice what comes up for you. And if at any point you get distracted or you want to go a little deeper into your session, you can always just take a deep breath in and out, and that'll help pull you in. As I basically send the Reiki to you, essentially what I'm doing is I'm connecting to that abundant life force energy that's already a part of who we are and flowing through everyone. And I'll essentially be using Usui's techniques to direct more of it to you, wherever you happen to be and whenever you happen to be watching this. Because, we are subjected to our particular plane of existence, and the rules that involve like only being in one place at one time doesn't really apply to Reiki. So whenever you're finding this video, this healing is going to be there for you. And for those of you who are here live with me, and thank you for doing that. If you ever feel like you need some healing and I'm not live, go ahead and check out the past healing live streams playlist. You'll be able to enjoy any past healing that you like, and you can access it anytime, day or night. So thank you for being here. So during the session, which I will send for 25 minutes, I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move and move gently and slowly from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I'll turn up the music. If you want to learn more about our musical creator, she is linked in the bottom of the description. You can check out her YouTube as well as her website. And yeah, I will send for 25 minutes. At the end, I'll be able to re-engage with chat. You'll hear my voice come back in. I'll invite you to take a deep breath in and out, and you'll be able to ask any questions or share any experiences that you had during the session. During the session, you may notice some physical sensations, some emotions rising up or releasing. You may have an opportunity to hear your subconscious or be able to mentally organize or parse things out. And spiritually, you may get some big epiphanies, some connections, some intuitions that come through. You may also just have a really beautiful nap. Regardless of what it is, it'll probably be a perfect balance of exactly what you need in this day, because your body, mind, and spirit automatically know how to work with this energy and how best to apply it to you. It's just basically that I'll be sending them a little bit more to do the best things for you with. So thank you so much for being here. I am here live for you 5 times a week, same days, same times, every day. And it looks like I will be able to be live on Friday. If not, I'll be able to upload something for you to enjoy. I'll set it as a premiere so that I can be with you live in chat if I can't be leading it live. So either way, I hope to see you. Fridays, I'm here twice, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sundays, I'm here 8 p.m. Tuesdays, 8 p.m. and Wednesdays, 4 p.m. So thank you for being here. It's an honor and a privilege to share this healing with all of you. So let's go ahead into the chat and see what everyone's shared and then get into the healing. Ooh, pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, awesome. Let's see. Maybe I'll put me over here. Go. It's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, I guess. Yeah, never mind. I'll go back over here. Okay. So, let's see, maybe that helps. So everyone go ahead, get nice and comfy. Thank you for being here. It's an honor and a privilege. I deeply appreciate you all. Enjoy your session, and I will see you all in about 25 minutes. invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes if you need. And when you're ready, come back to the room. Well said, Patty, and thank you. And Blue Sky and Bev, thank you both so much. Lots of love. Glad to see you here. If anyone has any questions or anything to share, go right ahead. You're so welcome, Patty. You're so welcome. My experience giving today and sending today was a little different than it is for me normally. I was getting even more. I always get Reiki when I give Reiki. That's just sort of how it works. But I was definitely getting a lot more Reiki, a lot of calm, supportive kind of vibes. And thank you, Patty. You're welcome, Lisa. Yeah, I needed the relaxation and the rejuvenation for sure. Oh, John, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm hoping that the cats are easy to adjust as well. Ooh, yeah, definitely. I like listening to music through headphones too. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude. I am going to go get some food, and then I'm going to finish packing, and that is a lot of work. So I hope to see you all again here soon. Take care, and thank you all for the love and support. Almost forgot to mention, currently there is a promo code through October if you would like to receive, whether it's distance, like through Zoom or through or in person. There is $20 off every 2.5 hour appointment where it is a healing session combined with a tarot reading. So if you want to avail yourself of that, head over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com and you can schedule yourself the appointment and just use coupon code AUTUMN2023, all one word. So learnreikiphiladelphia.com, AUTUMN2023, and it's $20 off any combined energy healing and tarot reading session, whether it's 2 hours or 2.5 hours. Totally up to you. hope it all goes well, yes. And I hope we do get a glimpse of the full moon too. And lots of love and support to everybody in the path of this awful storm. So everyone take care. I hope to see you again soon. And bye for now.